It should be on.
What? Well, I had it on, but it's just a black screen, so that's what I was wondering. Like, oh, okay,
Oh yeah, I
if
thought
it's
you
not,
did.
if it doesn't work, no harm on me.
Well, yeah, I don't have an issue with it being on. Once it gets going. Okay. It seems okay. Settings. Webcam. Yeah, it says you're good. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh
do you
well.
see me going through?
We're figuring out technical difficulties. We're technically live.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, which is fine.
I
So,
apologize.
um, I'm gonna share this. I know that it's super informal, but I don't really care. I'm gonna share this on both our thingies.
Go ahead. Share it on all the socials.
I love that voice.
That's so funny.
It's my Morgan Freeman impression.
It's fantastic. All right. So I don't think I need anything crazy. All right. So now that we're rocking and rolling, this is unloading. Well, welcome to the one
Hello.
viewers. That's probably me watching it on the other screen to make sure it works. So I am just changing filament. I got a crispy new roll of light blue that I'm going to be putting on. And I have some orders.
Do you feel comfortable to talk about how many open orders you have?
Yeah, I have 9 right now. 9 open orders.
Uh,
So I'm pretty much working nonstop when I can.
I get you there.
Because as you know, but some people who watch it might not know, this is a side job. I don't do this all day, every day. So it's one of those
No,
things.
really should.
I wish. It's not lucrative enough yet.
It gets frustrating.
So
And plus, the worst part about it is, it's like then you have to try and keep up with what's relevant. And if you stop doing what's relevant, all of a sudden you notice your whole livelihood's going down the drain. It's like, ooh, no.
Yeah. All right, let's take some fresh filament. So the point of this is to chat, catch up with people if they wanted to join, but also I really wanted to work on this thing a little bit and kind of show off what is going on, because I did like this video documentary type thing when I rebuilt my first one, that one, and I wish that I'd have done more, but it gets pretty tedious, so I thought, what's a happy middle ground? Instead of just filming it all, it's streaming, answering questions, hanging out. So that's what we're doing. So now that
Ain't a
that
bad thing to do.
no, now that that material is loaded, I'm going to start up a new print, and I'm over here because all my stuff is cloud based. There's Gray. You see Gray in the background. all my print stuff is cloud-based, so everything is on the computer. So I wirelessly monitor and do all this stuff from here, and it works back there, which is cool. Double checking that I'm gonna print these colors correctly. I have 2 to do in this new light blue. My finger itches. Alright, I'm gonna turn it loose. So I'm just clicking, I've sequenced my prints, I've just clicked go, and now it's gonna do its thing. So this, you know about this.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually that cat's going to run in here. I know I posted about it. We got a new kitten. His name's Ravage because I like the cassette guys. He's a little black cat, and we did not plan on adopting him, but he's the best little thing I've ever seen. So there's that. He'll come in here at some point.
Of
how it happened?
Yeah.
So how it happened is we went to the pet store to look about some new food for our current cat because she's not really been liking the food she was having. And so we walked past this adoption day thing, and we just, we always look. We don't go to like every adoption thing and with the intent to buy. We just kind of look and see what's out there. And I had wanted a little black cat, but I hadn't found one, and again, we weren't really looking, but there was one there, and there wasn't any paperwork on him. And so just out of sheer curiosity, I asked the lady, about him, and then it just happened. So he's a cute little fella, and his temperament's great, and he's really chill. I mean, he's a kitten, so he bounces back and forth between really, really chill and cuddly and like hyperactive crackhead. So I think hyperactive crackhead is where we are right now. And I think Gray, you see Gray, I think Gray's laying where he's hiding. So we'll see if I can find him. Hang on. And I will be able to see the chat, so I don't know if people are chatting or asking questions, but please do, because I'll be able to see it. So
that is a good question. I didn't look.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise though. I have trouble keeping up on my own strings.
Yeah. Well, we'll just see. I don't know. Anyway, I figure we'll find it. Let me see if I can grab him real quick. Cause he's gonna hop in here. Oh, there you are. Come here. Found him.
Ooh.
Oh, here's the little troublemaker. What are you doing? He's a mess. So, but he's cute. I'll give him that. I'm gonna get him a little Decepticon collar. He's
That'll
falling.
be neat.
So, but yeah, that's him. What are you doing? So this is Ravage.
Hello, Ravage.
He doesn't turn into a cassette, unfortunately. And he's not voiced by Frank Welker.
I feel like there was a missed opportunity there.
I know. But he will perch. Here. Come this way. Or that way is fine. See you later. He's off. So this is my second printer. I've had this for a while. Kyle knows all of this, but I'm talking as though he doesn't.
Yes.
This is my... Whoa. Just drag that all over the place. So this is my second machine. And I saved it from a dumpster. So I
Literally went diving into the dumpster.
dumpster dove looking for it. I didn't work on it forever because the first thing it needed was this touchscreen, which is $500 after a trade-in. Hey, there's Crimson. He's watching. So this touchscreen is $500 after a trade-in credit. And I was hoping I'd get lucky because I actually had 2 of these and both of them did not work. So I thought I could trade them both in and get it for less, but no, they wouldn't let me do that. They only took 1. So I traded 1 in and finally bit the bullet, just shelled out the money because it needed it. And really what did it for me is I emailed them and they were like, we only have 3 of these left. So if you want one, now's the time. So it's on its side because I hooked all this up and the touchscreen works, which is great, but the extruder board does not work. Oh, Crimson said he saw Ravage. I guess he saw him before. Yeah, and there's Wolfgang. Gray, what are you doing? Gray's been a good big brother. He's very protective over the kitten.
Really?
Are you being a good big brother? Yeah, he wants to play with him all the time, but...
That doesn't surprise me.
So... But yeah, so I ordered parts for this thing, and I was going to... work on it a little bit, because it needed a new comm cable, which is what this is. And it needed a new power cable for the extruder, which is somewhere. Crimson, it is enclosed. It has a lid that you can take off, but it's not resin. It is a filament machine, just like the other one. This is the same series and manufacturer as that one, but this one is bigger. This one is 8 inches by 8 inches by 8 inches in build volume. That one is 12 inches by 12 inches by 24 tall. You can see, I mean, it's on the floor. It's on casters. It's huge. So yeah, so I got a shipment in the mail today with parts. Hello, everybody. So I was going to work on this thing a little bit and talk to people for a brief amount of time and hang out with Kyle. So yeah. That's what this is. That tells you they probably damaged the screen, then scavenged parts off of it. Yeah, well, so that's the thing. I know exactly where this machine came from, and I know that at one point in time, one of the screens did work, and the other one was broken, and we'd ordered a replacement because they didn't do the trade-in program. So, like... I have a pretty good guess that they both just died. That's the thing is like, you know. This isn't on my main channel. I don't know if you're asking me or Kyle. But if Kyle is even still here. I think he dropped. I think Kyle dropped out. I'm going to text him. Oh, he lost internet. He's coming back. So if you're asking me why this isn't on my main channel, it's because this is a separate thing. The 3D printing thing is separate from my other channel. If you're asking Kyle why it's not on his channel, well, it's because I'm not an identity thief. So he's just hanging out with me. I'm not hanging out with him. So anyway, so this is my shipment of stuff, which is cool because it needed to happen. So I bought a new fan. There's a fan that goes down here that cools off. This is the main board. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. I may have to get a light. So Kyle should come back. I'll figure it out. There we go. You can see it now. So this is... Well, thanks for your subscription. Oh, yeah, that's why. There you go. That's why it's not on my main channel, because I'm diversifying. I'm splitting. This is a wing, you know. This is a new thing. Also, there's a lot of cringe from when I was a teenager on my original channel, and I'm just trying to separate from that, you know. So, anyway, mostly a joke, but a little truth to it. This is the main board, and there's a fan that goes down here that cools it off. And as those fans get old, which this printer was new in 2017, so as this fan gets old, it makes a god-awful noise. And so I'm replacing it because it's so loud. I don't know if you can hear this one. I don't know if the mic is picking up the ambient room noise. Maybe a little. Maybe a little. That thing is pretty quiet. It's quieter than like a desktop fan. This sounded like an angry animal. So we're swapping the fans so it's not loud and it doesn't drive me crazy. This is power supply. I'm sure most of you will know. This mess is the cable chain. It's going to need some love. But yeah, we're looking at it from the bottom. It's on its side, right? So right now we're looking at it from the bottom because that's where all the goo is. Oh, you can't hear it. Well, it's quiet. So I bought some replacement covers for the hot end. There's these little silicone bad boys that go on there. Prevents the filament from getting stuck to the nozzle. Because if that happens, it cooks and it becomes like char, and it sucks. And it's really bad to... It smells bad, and it can ruin your resolution. So I was out of these. So I... It sounds like animated wreck car. Yes! So I got some of these because I was out. So that's not really relevant to this. This is the new comm cable. So funny story, when I was rebuilding that one, I replaced everything that I thought it needed, and it still would not work. And I was stumped because I didn't know that these could really go bad. I thought it was just a cable, and it was, you know, if it was frayed, then yeah. But if it looked fine, I didn't think it could go bad. Well, they can go bad. So I had to reopen that one. I had to take the entire cable chain back apart. I had already like reassembled the whole thing. It was a big pain in the ass. I really did not enjoy it. So what happened is I jumped the gun on this and I'm going to go ahead and replace it all. So that's what we're going to do. And this is power. So there's a power cable. Same thing. They can go bad. The reason these two cables are important is because they go to this, which is the extruder. I'm reading the label because I want to get the name right. The extruder connection board. So this is the main motion control board. This does, well, what all does it do? This is all, like all this here. I'm going to educate you folks. I hope it's okay. All of these are your drivers for your stepper motors. And they regulate the power that all the motors. So we have Z, which is up and down travel. Then we have, what's this one? This one's called 1-1. So I think that one's labeled like it's an extruder. This might be hooked up wrong. No, it's not. 1-1 and 2-2. So those are the stepper motors for the feeder. So at the top, there's a motor that bites onto the filament and it pushes it through. So that's what those are. And then these two are X and Y, so your travel. So that's what all this does. This daisy chains all the way up to here. This is very unique. This doesn't happen on a lot of printers, but it is this way on all of these. There's a secondary board that's up here, which you can't see it, but it's up here on what we call the hot end. That's where most of the business happens. And that controls the temperature, the heater rod. It also feeds back your temperature data, so it knows it's the right temperature. It has all your power connections for your fans up top, and that's it. That's it. So all of this daisy chains. So it comes out the bottom, and it comes all the way up to the top here. And so that's what this board is for. So I'm replacing this board because this is for sure dead. The one that's in there is for sure dead. So here's a new one, and then I got a new power and a new comm cable. That was a very long explanation for a very simple concept. I apologize. It's been a day. And then this is a webcam. So this is not necessarily essential, but I wanted it because, again, this is my side hustle. I have a main job that I work full time, and I do all of this Etsy's 3D printing stuff. All of it's on the side. So how I do that, how I'm able to accomplish doing both without going insane, is my print stuff is cloud-based. So I have, he is gone, like his internet must have absolutely crapped the bed. So, did she? I have a sneaking suspicion that my wife is watching because she just texted me Smarty Pear, and I think that meant Smarty Pants. I'm not sure. Oh. No, it's something entirely different. Well, there's that theory. Gone. Alright, Kyle says he's back. Are you back? There you go. Talk again.
Hello.
You did it. Welcome back.
Yeah, I hate Comcast.
It's okay. So anyway, webcam, as I was saying, hey Ravage! He's in here. Again. He's going to do that. He's going to just fly in and out of here. Crimson says Megatron's attacking the solar power station. So all my stuff is cloud-based, which means I can remotely monitor and start prints from any computer or my phone. But I have to be able to monitor it, right? So I need a webcam. That one has a webcam, and I don't know if I can show you what I see on my end. I might be able to. Hang on. I might be able to do this on the fly.
On the fly?
Yeah. Window capture. Let's do that. I want to capture Ray's cloud. There we go. Alright, so I'm sure you folks can see this. So this is what my dashboard looks like. So I have a camera, and it's funny because I'm in the room with it right now, but when I'm at work, this is a godsend because I can monitor temperature. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I can monitor temperature. I can monitor what jobs are in the queue. I can see it. I can stop it. It's fantastic. So what I'm saying is a webcam's pretty much essential. So as I read, he's playing with bubble wrap. Can you see him? There he goes. He's playing with the bubble wrap. Get it, Ravage! No mercy, Rumble! He's gonna have to get used to it. I don't know if Crimson caught it, but I'm gonna buy him a little collar that has a Decepticon symbol on it. I don't know if you heard that, but Crimson says they have a little baby black domestic short hair kitten. That is a long explanation, but how much does Ray's Cloud cost? It doesn't cost anything. You have to use their printers though, and when this one was new, 4,000, and when that one was new, it was 7,000. So you have to use their machines. There are free cloud-based monitoring programs, like there's Octoprint. You have to put a specific like tablet. Yeah, there's some setup you have to do, but it's more user-friendly to like kit printers. This is proprietary to these machines, and personal preference, I like using these. Oh, he is going at it. Get it, baby.
I definitely want to get like one of those cloud-based ones, and then like a camera with it, so I can watch my prints fail.
Yeah, it is helpful though. I have seen one fail while at work, and I've been like, stop! So I have a two-factor Gray. Let him play with the bubble wrap. I have a two-factor defense system, so I have the ability to stop it remotely, but I also have the printer on a smart plug on the wall, so I can just kill power to it whenever. So that's how I do that. But yeah, that's why I bought a webcam. I have it in pieces, so might as well run the webcam. So now what I have to do is I have to take the... Hey! Is that Harry Alpha... Oh, Scrap? Okay. I recognize the name, but you've changed it a little bit. Now I have to take all this shit out of here. Because, fun fact, the hole that all this goes through that makes it come out back here is just big enough to where you can't, like, just pull one thing out. You have to pull, like, the smallest thing out, the smallest connector out first. And then you have to pull the next one. Anyway, so it's a mess. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to hope to God that this table does not collapse because it's a fragile little thing. But
Oh boy.
anyway. So yeah, so that's my little shipment. You missed most of it, Kyle, but I got a couple things. So.
I was catching it. I was here for a while,
Okay.
and you just apparently couldn't hear me.
Yeah, like your screen. I looked up and your screen was gone. So I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, got a big old thing that says you've been disconnected, and then I saw it cut out.
Another thing that I need to test. So there are instructions for how to install... Come here, little boy. Whoa! There he is. There he is. You can't chew on any of that. That's not for you. See, he's just so relaxed. He just lets me do this. He doesn't care. He just hangs out. All right, go play. This camera, they're notoriously bad, and I don't mean bad. Let me change that, because I don't mean bad. When they give you instructions on how to install upgrades after the fact, they don't think the average person is going to take the whole thing apart, which is basically what I've done. The whole top is off of this. They want you to drill a hole through this plexiglass and like run the cable down the side of the machine. I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to be able to hide it all, but that's kind of touch and go. So I'm going to have to wait to test that. The first thing I have to do is fix the extruder thing, because like I'm locked into fixing that first, because until I get that connection to the extruder board, I can't see the main menu. Like it won't let me into the main part of the user interface because it just is throwing an error code. It's like I can't talk to the extruder. So it makes sense. Oh, he reminds me of the next door cat. He blew up on Reddit a little bit. I posted him on the Transformers subreddit, and he got some upvotes. Everybody loves him. They think he's a cute little Decepticon. So and he is. Oh, he's coming up. Come on. How you doing? He's gonna examine it. So I have to get started by unclipping all of this. This is hastily zip tied together. The thing I didn't tell you is I saved this from a dumpster because it was going to be thrown away. But this printer came from the university I used to work at, and that's why I know so much about it. So a very young hunter did all of this. So blame me. I'm the only one. Hey, this is sharp, so maybe don't stick your nose over here. So it's a little bit of a mess, but that's my fault from many years ago. He's playing with the cables. It's a good thing they're dead. This right here was an add-on. My watch is going off. This is an add-on. This cable is for the filament runout sensor, so it can detect when it doesn't have filament in it. Okay. So I've clipped all that. So now I need to look at it from yet another angle. I'm moving this. Be careful. As if he speaks English.
He does.
He may understand. Who knows? All right, so this is the back of the machine. This is the cable chain. I'm going to try to fix this because this is kind of crap. So I have to get all of this out of this tiny hole. And I'm not excited about that. I may... I may have to drop the bottom off to do this right. Which is going to blow.
Okay.
No, not you. Which is going to blow chunks. Because I really don't want to have to take the bottom off.
Oh, that's just gonna add a lot of work too.
Yeah. But I have to get this thing here, I have to get out, and the connector's too big, it won't go through. And the power, I pulled the power cable out. Oh, I'm halfway there. I pulled the power cable out already. You're welcome, America. So, man, because I would just cut this with scissors, but I have to get the new one back through it, so I have to be able to get it out. So I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it might have to be drop the bottom out.
God bless America. I don't want to do that.
Well, nobody wants to do it.
I'm gonna pitch a hissy fit.
Please do on camera.
I don't want to. It's funny because somebody asked why I didn't do this on my main channel, and I was explaining that this is a branch and it's a different entity, and that I joked about it, but there's a little bit of truth to it. It's mostly a joke, but every joke has some sincerity in it. I was like, there's a lot of cringe from when I was a teenager that I want to get away from, and the I Said Megatron is definitely one of those teenage cringe moments that I just let's just clean slate it. You know what I mean?
Well, you say teenage cringe. How old were you?
I was probably 13, so I was really young. I was really young.
I'm a teenage cringe then.
Yeah, definitely. So,
I can tell you as a teenager, I was never calling up Hasbro and telling him I wanted Megatron.
I wanted him, dadgummit. I was so mad. So, and here we are now revisiting the cringe. I can't escape it.
On the channel you wanted to avoid it.
I can't escape it. So, let's see. I might be able. That's glued, so that's not coming out. I'm trying to figure out how I can take this apart. I think what I'm going to start with. Oh, I don't know. So I lied to you. The power cable is still in here. It's just stuck.
Hello.
So, it's right there. I hate that. Damn. Okay. It's trial and error, folks. Trial and error. Oh, wait. Yep.
Next thing you know, you'll be on TikTok bringing the cringe.
I am so thankful every day that my generation did not expose all of our cringe on TikTok. And I feel really bad for the people who do. He's playing with my shoe. Mm-hmm. I feel really bad for the people that do because I know what it's like to have your cringe on the internet. And TikTok is one of those things that people save.
TikTok is just cringe in itself. It's like an invitation for it. And then I'm just glad our youth did not have that saved.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we had Vine came into popularity when I was in high school, so I guess technically there might be a little overlap, but for the most part, I usually just YouTube was my only social media outlet. I had a Facebook, and of course, when you're new to Facebook, you post all the time, but now I don't post a lot. Which is the whole reason why I have a Discord instead of posting on Instagram. I despise social media. I cannot stand it. Just the fake, here's my post. I don't jive with that. So I just prefer the Discord because it's more conversational. So
yeah,
that's
no,
why
I get that.
That's why I did that. Oh, uh-oh.
Honestly, I'm in the same boat. I hate posting on social media unless it's business related.
Yeah.
So it's never oh, here's my life. It's always this is what's going on. This new product, this new X thing I'm working on.
What was that? Oh, okay. So something fell. That's never a good noise. Like when you hear something fall and you don't know what it is, not good. Something fell. Periscope was what Instagram Lives are now. Oh, yeah. I remember Periscope.
I remember Periscope.
Something fell, but we're okay.
Did it fall inside the printer?
It did.
Oh. So like a screw or something probably.
Yeah, it was a nut with a little hook on it.
Mm.
A screw did fall, but it's inside here. It's fine. Sorry, I've been tasked. Oh, Smarty Pear is a self-cleaning cat litter box. That's what she was talking to me about. That's cool. There's an app.
You and your apps.
Sorry.
That's all good.
Okay. So I need to rotate this. I'm gonna have to stand up to do that.
Oh, gross. Standing up.
I know. This is the first time I've printed with this light blue. What's going right now? I won't say the person's name because I don't believe in that type of thing. But it's a customer, and I hope that they love it.
The light blue?
Yeah, it's a new light blue. It's not metallic. It's just like regular old blue.
Okay. So I thought you had a problem with metallic blue before.
So I figured out what's wrong with the metallic blue. The metallic blue, whatever additives that they put into it that make it metallic, cause it to have elastic properties. So if the temperature is not perfect, it like stretches back. So like you can see it out of the nozzle, like it squeezes itself back. So that causes some resolution problems. And like I get it, like I know why, but at the same time, maybe don't have resolution problems. So that's why we're going with. That's the reason why the Allspark is taking so daggum long. Because I'll just show you. I don't even toss. I know I'm getting distracted, but that's the whole point of this thing. Okay, so here's the animated Allspark. The people who've been in my Discord know that I've been promising this thing for a long time. It's a very complicated assembly, so it needs a lot of love. The main problem, and I don't have any because I've thrown them all away in anger. The crystal that goes in here, I was trying to run that on metallic. And it's so small and it's so detailed, the bottom looked like Freddy Krueger's face. And I couldn't sell it because I don't like it if it doesn't look perfect. And so I don't even have a sample of what it's supposed to look like. Oh, yeah, I do. No, I don't. Anyway, so we're going to have to switch gears and not do metallic on the crystal. We're going to just have to do regular. But this crystal is a bad design, and I also had problems with it too. I didn't really like the way it came out. But this is the old. It was yellow and gray, and then I found a really good color match. There we go. Found a really good color match for the animated orange and gray. And so I'm really happy with this. So this will be production. This is what it will look like. But I just have to run that crystal in the regular color. So it sucks. I wanted to do the metallic because that metallic blue is incredibly popular. This one, this is it. It's this. This blue is so popular. I sell more of this color than I do of anything else. And I really like it. But it will not do small details well. Like, small stuff is fine. Big detailed stuff is fine. But small detailed, no. It's too elastic. It just wants to pull itself back into a weird shape. And it just looks topographical. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I've been fighting it for months, and I can't get it to go. So, I will respectfully throw in the towel. No, that's not going to work. So, but yeah, that's what's going on. So that's a new light blue. It's pretty much the same color. It's just not metallic. But I had somebody order a Prime Star Saber and an Armada Legacy Star Saber in that new non-metallic blue.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever.
They gotta get them what they want.
It's the whole point of choices. This is tight. This is in there very, very tight. Crimson said, kind of self-cleaning litter box. Force you to buy their litter. And not use the store kind. We've seen a couple of those. I think there are some that you can buy just regular litter. So, I probably won't get done with this today, by the way. Oh my
Very
word.
possible.
It's in there so tight. There we go. Yeah, it's a nut and like a D-clip that falls off.
A D-clip?
Yeah. And here's the keys, by the way. Here's the... Oh, like a D-ring. Those are the
Yeah.
animated keys. This webcam's not great, but you get it. You get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a D-ring. It's one of these. Hang on. It's probably something for shipping, but, you know.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Hang on.
Possibly. Hey, man.
Yeah, what sent? What eBay payout?
Gotta make sure I don't roll over a little kitty cat.
Oh, those are nice.
Are you going to come off, please? So I've never taken the bottom off of one of these before, so there's a good chance that I'm doing this entirely wrong.
Possibly.
Really, I just need this piece. I may have just like wasted all that time.
Chesky looks like a fancy toast oven.
It is. Yeah, damn. Shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna go any further with this because there's some giant screws in here that I'd have to pull out, and I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna unhook all the wiring and I'm gonna pull it all out piece by piece because it worked over there, so it's got to work over here, right? Right. So anyway, that means I'll have to stand.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anger leads to hate.
My hate is whoops. My hate is directed entirely towards effort.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to pull the whole cable chain apart. Okay, I don't know what to do with this. I really don't want to like roll over it, but I also yay! Top view. I'm pulling the cables well, I'm trying to pull the cables for the limit switches, but this one is stuck.
Engineering.
It's mostly trial and error.
Yeah.
I'll move this gantry. And I'm going to get oil and stuff all over my hands because
Yes, definitely.
I grease the shit out of this thing.
You just greased it, which means there's no better time to get your hands in there.
Exactly. Please come out.
Here's an interesting question. I'm trying to read without my glasses. It's Adam Mendes. How long have we known each other?
Too long.
Exactly.
No, shoot, I don't know.
2014.
He knows. I'm a bad friend.
I just remember history and dates.
So, and I'm going to tell this story, but I need everyone to understand that it only works once, and I've used it, okay? So, that fell off, but that's fine. I got this cable free. Little tip and trick, boys and girls. If you are working on anything electronic, and you have lots of cables, label them as you take them apart. You definitely should do that. I'm going to label this. That's my Y limit switch. So I'm going to put YL for youth large.
Yeah, Crimson, almost 10 years. It was probably about May 2014. Label it.
Yeah, so what happened was I found Kyle's channel and I messaged him and I said, hey, I have an idea for a series, but I don't know how to do stop motion. I said, so would you like to collaborate? We can write it together and I will, the label the things. Yes. You should definitely label all of your cables because if you don't do it, you're going to be sorry about it later. So yeah, I messaged him and I was like, hey, basically, I want to give you an idea and then you will do all the hard work to actually make it. And he agreed somehow. So
I must have been bored.
But yeah, so we wrote United together, and he filmed it and did every bit of the hard work, and we've just been friends ever since. I don't know. Maybe he'll get tired of me one day.
I don't know. Maybe I was, I had to have been like, I have no idea what made me think, like, yeah, I'll do all the hard work. No complaint.
Well, it's because you're probably a nice person. I didn't know. I didn't know. I was just like, hey, honestly, I've got no clue how to do stop motion anything. So, but I lead into that by saying I've used it. It worked the one time. So if any of you approach Kyle now and say, hey, I have an idea for a series, I'm taking this off so I don't get it dirty. I have an idea for a series. Do you want to do it? It's not going to work. I'm sorry.
Yeah, at this point now, people recommend, hey, this project?
No.
No, I'm trying to get off the platform and not do more.
Yeah. I used to love doing YouTube, but I just don't have the mental bandwidth to ZL for Z limit. I don't have the mental bandwidth to edit and do all that anymore. I just don't. And it's okay. So
I just want to do 1 minute shit posts.
that's fair.
And yet here I am. It's like, oh, hey, look, I put out a video. It's a 20-minute long video, and I sit there and I want to die the whole time making it. Delightful.
But what I was saying is, I probably won't get this done today, but that's okay. Because this stuff usually takes a while. See, I got grease on my hand. It's gross.
It does usually take like time. Oh, it messed up.
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, Morgan Freeman.
Oh.
I'm learning that if I try to deepen my voice while I'm using the voice changer, the AI can't register it, and it gets all weird.
Really?
Yeah. And I can't do the Morgan Freeman impression without trying to deepen my voice.
That's funny.
So all of a sudden it gets all jargoned up all the time.
Crimson said that if United was bad, you could just blame me. And you know what? Probably. I would have taken it. You would have had every right.
Well, it wasn't bad, so you got lucky.
Yeah. Whew!
Phew.
It is one of the funniest ways to become friends. So I'll say that. So I have a lot of ambition and just not a lot of time. You hear your parents say this kind of stuff, and I understand it's going to be cheesy. But for those of you that are like still in school, and I'm even talking like college, enjoy it. Like you don't, and you probably are going to be like, ugh, but for real, working sucks. So, like, I used to think, I was like, I hate college. I can't wait to be done with it. Dude, I come home after a full day of work, and I do some chores that I could have done during the day, and then I'm exhausted. We eat, and we go to bed, and then I get up and do it again the next day. So, listen, everybody.
Do it 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, without fail.
I know that was a little bit of a side tangent, but I was just seeing people are saying, like, I have a hard time finding time. Yes, I agree. So that made me think you have less time as you go along. So take it from me. I promise.
You know, funny enough, like, when people are like, oh, you're going to miss the days you're not in school. For me, it's only community college. Once I got to university, didn't relate anymore. Because community college, I was only there for 2.5 hours a day.
Yeah, that's LED. I don't think I have to label that.
I was like, all right, cool. I'm only here for 2.5 hours a day, and then I got the rest of the day to do whatever I want.
I can do whatever the hell I want, dude.
I was smart. I found classes that didn't really give you homework.
I have to get this build plate down. Oh, push. There we go. I don't think any of these cables... Oh, yep, there it goes. It's undone now. What are you? You're... Okay. If I
What
turn...
are you? A human.
Barely.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why. That's the Y motor. There's so many daggum things in here.
Well, it's like shoving an entire control box on a printer right there.
And I want to stress that I didn't have to do this. If they just made that hole bigger, I wouldn't have had to pull all this crap out.
Yes.
Oh, print's done. I'm about to cycle over to the next one.
Oh, print's done. I thought you said bread's done.
Bread's done. I'm making bread.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Fresh bread. Your whole house will smell like a Subway.
Oh, hot. So, here's a sword. And this build plate, it's hot. But this is flexible, so I just bend it. Part's done. Ow!
Yes. Yes, touch it with your bare hands.
I'm like a chef. So now, okay, I don't know if you, well, yeah, you can kind of see me. So now it says it's done. I say that was a success because it didn't fail. And then I say receive the next one, okay? And now it's going to automatically do it. It's all queued up in my software. I just have to tell it, go on, keep going. And it's all cloud-based. That's all it takes, just hitting those two buttons.
Exactly, Kachaskian.
Hard like fresh bread.
It is steaming, fresh out the oven.
Steaming.
Oh my god.
Fresh out the oven.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Damn it.
Smoking.
Stop giving me reason to go back to the boys.
Look, man. Whatever makes you happy, I'm okay with it. Ah! I'm gonna break my thumbnail on this thing.
Well, we don't want to break a nail.
No.
Not after your fresh mani-pedi.
Yeah, definitely. My moisturizer is grease. I don't know why.
My moisturizer is grease, and my lotion is spit.
Spittle.
Cause I'm a man.
I'm a man. Oh, this is bad.
Bad, he says.
Yeah, so like, I guess it could be worse. Need a tool. So this little connector diddly daddle is jammed.
Oh no.
Buy a new printer, they said. And I said no. I'd rather fix one. Said, I hate myself. I'd rather dig through one.
I'd rather dig through one where my hands are too big to fit through it.
I swear, that's half my problem. My hands are too big for all this. Can't see. Since I'm over here, let me know if anything good happens on the chat. I can't see it.
I haven't seen anything new come through.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Oh, there was something where it was Crimson saying, safety training, not allowed. And
I ain't got time to bleed.
That's true.
you need to hire some child labor from the Mulvangian mines.
That's a deep cut. Mulvania's a deep cut. That's an oldie but a goodie.
Mulvania will never get old.
No, it won't. It's a land untouched by modern dentistry.
But also, it's a double entendre there. It'll never get old because the life expectancy is so low.
Mulvania. Yes. Oh, that was fun. We love Gunther.
Yes. We need to see Gunther make a return.
I wish. I don't think I can fit into that costume anymore.
Well, that makes it even better now.
Oh, God.
If it clearly doesn't fit, that makes it better.
I don't need people to give people a reason to seek out therapy.
Well, also, yes, you do.
I guess that's fair. Can't argue with that.
No, can't ignore it. It's a lot. Sound logic.
That's too true.
All what you do is you just have just get in the Gunther costume and talk about Gunther while you're messing with the printer.
Just get in the Gunther mobile.
What would the Gunther mobile be? Would it be a carriage with no horse?
It'd be a bicycle.
Oh. It'll be a bicycle with square wheels.
He found it. It was near a dumpster. He thinks it's the best thing ever. Would you like some strudel? Yes. I'll never forget Mulvania. It lives in all of our hearts.
I just remember there was a time when we were playing one of those role play games on the role play cruise ship game on Roblox.
Yeah.
And we were just tormenting people as Gunther.
Oh yeah, we were. that was probably a little mean.
Also, at the same time, is it really mean though if they're trying to role play like they're on a cruise?
Oh yeah, that was kind of cringy too.
So we were just there to just slide around on the ground and just repeat Gunther lines.
Yeah, we were just like, we party, and they were so mad. They were so mad because honestly, like we weren't affecting their role play. Like they could still do their thing. Yeah, Roblox. If that dates this conversation at all.
Exactly.
We party.
We party.
What was it? We drink. We party. We skin a mule deer.
And they're like, stop it! I'm trying to join my cruise. I'm like, oh, we drink.
We party. Oh, what's wrong with us?
Well, you see, we were born millennials.
Ah, that's it.
And now, our millennial immaturity is crossing with adulthood.
God, I have to be left-handed to do this, and I am not.
Well, it's time to learn to be ambidextrous.
I can't do it! We drink, we party, we skin mule deer.
That's gonna be stuck in my head all day now.
You're welcome.
The cringe has sourced.
Yeah, there it is. It's just, it's the universe's way of saying you'll never escape.
Exactly.
We drink. We party. We skin a mule deer.
That's gonna be the title of my my autobiography.
We skin a mule deer. Or the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Fair enough.
And then I'll read the audiobook too using the Morgan Freeman voice.
We drink. We party. We skin a mule deer. By Kyle Season. Red. By Morgan Freeman.
Oh, heavens. This has become a much more daunting task than I had anticipated. I thought I was going to be able to squeeze this out of here. So there was a store that sold things that are left-handed. That's printed. Well, look at
Printed
that.
like someone made mod pieces for it?
Or maybe not. I think this door handle is 3D printed. It might be. Who knows? I don't know. I just
I
work
just
here.
sold a printer that they there were so many mod pieces on it, like the actual pieces that came with it, just not compatible anymore.
That's how you know.
But then also the X and Y axis did not work.
Oh.
Oh, here's a good question. How do you have free time with 2 jobs?
I don't.
Exactly.
So, the thing is, I started all of this 3D printing for Etsy stuff because I was making things for my Transformers anyway. And I was like, other people might enjoy this. It probably is not going to go anywhere, so let's just do it. Yeah, that's how this turned out. But I'm
That's
having a
sort of
good
how my,
time, so I'm not going to stop.
That's sort of how my Etsy story is too. Much. Except I started with costume pieces that I was selling. I was like, oh, I want to do stuff for my Transformers too. And I started thinking, why don't I sell for the Transformers as well?
Yeah. Honestly, like, the first thing I ever 3D printed, the first listing I had was an adapter for Make Toys, the Seeker mold, to Masterpiece Megatron, so you could have him choke the Make Toy Seeker. Because at the time, I have the hiccups. The Make Toy Seekers were the end-all be-all of Masterpiece Seekers. And everybody was mad because you couldn't use there's like a choking hand accessory that comes with him, and it was for their Hegemon. And nobody liked Hegemon. They thought he was ugly. So I made an adapter, and I didn't sell any of them. Maybe I sold one. I don't know. But then what the next thing was the next thing that I made the Prime Star Sabers? Because those I still sell those more than anything. Everybody loves the Prime Star Sabers. I don't know. Honestly, it's probably a bad thing.
Oh, it was the Armada Minicon tablets.
Yes, the Minicon tablets. I sold a few of those. Not as many as I was hoping. I bought a spool of green specifically for that, and I still have most of it. So.
Well, now with Armada Megatron coming out and more Armada figures, it might be worth revisiting.
I'm going to have to give you royalties on that. I didn't even think about that. I was just...
You know my PayPal.
I do! 20 cents! Attaboy! You've made me proud! I'm about to say a no-no word. I have to take this whole bottom off. There's just no way. I've screwed myself over. That's what I've done. I was too overzealous, and I ruined it.
You are free to say the no-no word.
I can't.
Can't say the no-no word?
I don't have enough clout on YouTube to say any no-no words.
I'll do it for you then.
Okay, go ahead.
Fuck.
Yeah, there we go. That's actually the one I was thinking about. So thank you for that.
Well, you know, you and I both have this dumbass brain track that we both get on.
So now I have to take off the little feet. So a problem that I haven't addressed while on camera is I don't know where I'm going to put this. I don't really have a lot of room in here for another printer, but I have so many orders, I need a second one. So we're going to have to figure something out.
What you could do is,
Ooh, Kachowski did some modeling. Not like 3D modeling.
oh, I was
you
going to say, it's like, oh, we've got a model on our
Listen,
hands.
if you did modeling, good for you, you know.
Exactly.
I could model if there was more demand for like dad bod. I developed I developed poorly. I was a late bloomer, and then I had like 2 years of being adult-ish looking, and then I just went straight into dad bod at a very early age. So genetics have not been kind to me, okay?
I can't talk. The last few years have been a little rough on me.
Time has been cruel!
I had high metabolism and worked out every day, and then I stopped.
Only dads.
Only dads.
Oh.
Catch me on Only Dares.
You don't have to be lonely at onlydads.com.
Oh my god. I'll try that one too.
You don't have to be lonely at Only Dares. .co. Oh, that sucks.
What
The AI
happened?
just butchered that one.
That's okay. I thought it was fun.
It's fun, but it's funner when it works.
Guess who's learning they don't have an appropriate sized Allen key? Me!
How do you not have one?
These can go back on because I don't have to pull the front off. Maybe. I don't effing know. What is happening?
You who has all the tools doesn't have the appropriate size Allen.
It's a big one. Franchise out to only moms. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would be worried about putting it on a shelf because of the vibration. But it's one of those things where it's like, it probably won't vibrate too much. But I'm more worried about it just being up high. Because, like, when I walk around, my D12 shelves are on either side of my desk here. And I've got all my Masterpiece guys in it. And the floor, you know, bounces when I walk around. And so Optimus, like, walks his way up to the front. So every now and then I have to push Masterpiece Optimus back further in. Because he's standing there, but he just, you know. So I'd be worried about that. Like, not necessarily it vibrating from running, but...
What about a gray might be a problem actually, but I was thinking like maybe a copy.
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about gray now as I am Ravage.
Industrial shelving?
I don't know where I'm going to put that. What I really need is... I don't know. I just need a printer in every room. Yeah. Maybe they are moving around by themselves. Although I'll feel real ripped off if they're moving around and they don't show me.
I'm gonna be even more pissed off if they're moving around on their own and not animating themselves. I'm gonna be pissed.
Kyle's getting upset.
All this time I could have had fluid animation instead of here eyeballing it.
Kachowskian says he modeled a room in 3D and put it in the Fortnite engine, so like you can play on it. I don't know much about Fortnite. I will admittedly say I'm ignorant. We played Overwatch before they came out with the sequel, and the sequel sucks. They
I don't know.
threw off the
Admittedly,
balance.
we're millennials, so we don't know anything about Fortnite.
That's true. Oh, Crimson gave me a suggestion, some kind of silent board. Which MP Optimus? It's 44.
You know, the second best one.
It's not. That's all I heard from the moment I pressed pre-order on MP44. Kyle just told me that MP10 was superior.
What's even better is I didn't even have MP10 at the time.
He's good. I like MP10. I just like Sunbow better.
Yeah, but at the same time, MP10 is the gold standard for a reason.
I can't do it if all the flaws will be seen. Oh, you'll never get anywhere doing that. Half the fun is screwing up.
I wish I'd said that though about some of my earlier YouTube videos.
That half the fun is screwing up.
No, I was gonna say I can't do it if the flaws will be seen.
We've all been there. I've yet to remove my MP10 out of his Toys R Us package. Is that the one you have? You have the Toys R Us one, right?
I think so.
I think you do, because he's like the super bright. I think he's the American colors. Because the Japanese one has the muted red and the muted blue.
Yeah, then mine's the Toys R Us one.
I'm squinting. I think Skids might be the... Oh, this is something else. I'm like just reading parts of someone else's conversation. Boop. So many screws. I hope I remember where they all go.
That's how I feel about the Resonator. I took it apart when I was doing the LCD screen on it, and there were about, I want to say, like 16 screws just lying around. I'm going, this will be really easy to lose one.
Good thing there are always spares, right?
I didn't see any spares.
I'm gonna show you guys my thought process. There's always spares. I'm gonna show you guys something cool as well from my main job, but in a moment. So this bar right here, I think this bar comes out, and that should make it to where I can get all this stuff through. But the other cool thing I'm gonna show you, because we have some cool people. So in my main employment, I'm an automation engineer, which means I design automation systems for customers. One of the systems I designed, well, part of, we have a team. So one of the systems I designed makes this. Do we have any guesses what this is? It's
Do you want me to answer or let the chat guess?
I don't know. Anybody guess? You know what it is?
A new furnace.
We'll give it some time. Let's show you. I'm going to set it down now. I'm not going to hold it the whole time. You can guess, and if nobody guesses, then Kyle can tell, because he knows.
It's a brain module for Hasbro executives.
I do feel like Wheeljack sometimes. Making all kinds of shit.
All the shit that doesn't work.
No, not a scanner. Price checker. No. Okay. This is the passenger side headlamp to a Tesla Cybertruck. And I was part of the team who built the assembly line for this. And my station is what aims the headlight. So, like, make sure that it's pointing correctly. And it tests it to make sure that water can't get in it. So, whenever you see a Cybertruck, I had a part in that. So, I got to take one of these home as a souvenir. But that's what I do. My main job. I do that stuff. So, yeah. I now have... I'll never own a Cybertruck. It's not going to happen. But I have a part of one. So, it's my trophy.
But now you need to assemble the rest of a truck.
Opposite headlamp. Yeah, you were close. Yeah, I just need the rest of it. So, no, I'm not gonna give too much away because I don't want to. I mean, we did sign an NDA for that, but the project's done and we shipped it, so like it's over. But I'm not gonna give too much away. I have opinions, but I'm not gonna say anything else about it.
Well, if you start diving into opinions, that might violate the NDA.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I enjoyed the project. I will say that. I can't get this to loosen. But yeah, that's a sample.
Yes,
yeah.
I enjoyed the project.
Duct tape it to a Chevy. The glass would be better. Sorry, I have to stop. I can't do it. I'll be a bad boy. This sucks. This is like on there super tight. I did not do this. Whoever did that is from the factory.
Yes. The factory. And no one else.
We will have to wrap up here before too long.
Okay.
I'm getting about done.
Done
Come on.
dealing with it, or
Yes.
time for the din-din?
Yeah, both.
Actually, yeah, same. Time for the din-din.
Come on. God, it's on there good. It's like catty corner too. I may have to get a ratchet and ratchet that out. So, but yeah, that's what I do. That's my main job, and then I do this on the side.
Basically, you get to engineer all day.
All day, every day. Well, except no, the weekends. I'm doing this on the weekends. So.
Then you still get to engineer.
Yes, indeed.
Meanwhile, I can't be bothered to design anything new because that would mean I'm spending free time working.
Yeah. I feel bad because, like, Transformers reference. I feel bad because I make a lot of promises in the Discord, and I'm like, hey, this is what I'm working on. It should be out soon. And then, like, 3 weeks go by, and it's not that I just haven't worked on it. I've just had very little time to work on it. And it's really hard, like, I know, don't complain about your success, but, like, it's really hard to do prototyping, because that's, like, a critical part, you know? You have to prototype all this stuff before you can release it, because I have to take product images, and the product and the images have to look right, and they have to be working, and it's really hard to do that when it's running nonstop on orders, so that's why this is going to help, and then eventually I'll need another one. So Kyle can buy me my third one. I'll get my third one will be new. I'll get a new one.
Well, I can give you a partially non-functioning MakerBot.
You know, I could probably fix that MakerBot. I still haven't.
Hey, do you want to fix a broken printer?
I mean, what? Look at where we are, Kyle. That's what I'm doing right now.
Do you want to do another one?
Well, maybe. Who knows? We'll give it a go. We'll see. I tell you what. You buy the parts, and I'll help you fix it. That's what we'll do.
I don't even know how to identify what's wrong with it.
Oh, I can do that.
That's the big holdup on it. I
You
don't
just
even
got to
know
bring
where
it.
to start.
You just got to bring it up here.
I might actually. That might be worth it.
But first, I have to peer pressure you into not going to Disney in September, so you can come do PulseCon here.
But I might be able to do both. It depends on when the Disney thing is.
Yeah, if you do go to Disney, I will most likely have you smuggle things for me again, if you're up for it.
If I'm going to Disney, I'll probably most likely find you having stalking me there. I went to Disney too.
I'm here. So
I'm here. Show me the printer.
part of my job includes paid time off, and they make us take it like periodically through the year. Mm-hmm. And so I needed an excuse for a day off. And when they announced PulseCon, I was like, that sounds good. I'll just take that whole Friday off and watch PulseCon from my couch. It does sound like a dancing convention.
I mean,
who knows?
Sounds like it might be fun, but I'm also sitting there like, ooh.
Yeah, if you're not in Disney, you should come hang out. We'll do. No.
I'll bring a MakerBot so
You should bring the
and identify a problem while watching PulseCon and getting disappointed by Hasbro's releases.
You should bring it. I feel like I need to tilt my camera up. I feel like I'm hunching a lot. Maybe you don't want to see my face. Who knows? I wouldn't want to.
No, I definitely get the printer's running so much you can't even do the prototyping. I have 2 prototypes that are sitting over here right now that I just can't be bothered to take photos of. I'm just too busy doing other orders.
Yeah. I mean, it's the price of success, and I'm like happy about it because like it's a good thing. But also, I feel bad because I want to keep doing stuff for people, and people are requesting like the Requiem Blaster. Where is it? There's pieces of it. Starscream has it. Come here, Starscream. So here's my Legacy Requiem Blaster that's almost done. Almost. This is like the 3rd iteration of it. Nice. It's missing some pieces, and I had to fix some tolerances. blurry. But there it is. It's going to be cool. It's big. It's going to be cool. This comes out. The tip comes out. I'll show you. I'm going to need some more tools to finish this, so I'm just going to give up for now. So this, on camera, this comes out. And again, this tolerance needs to be adjusted. Boop. That comes out. A little tip, a little missile thingy.
Good stuff.
And this, any blast effect that's 5mm compatible, goes in there. It's a little, this is not supported well, but see, ta-da! There's that. You make weapons for core class. So, I'd like to, but the problem is, something that small would need a resin machine, and I gave Kyle the last opportunity I had to get a resin machine because I just didn't want one. And so he's got that one.
Yeah, if you have core class weapon,
you can have that idea.
But also at the same time, you did dodge a bullet with that resin one.
Well,
because it is dated, and there are some issues that are starting to arise with it.
It happens.
Just because it's dated.
It's an old fella.
Mm-hmm.
That ended up turning out pretty good. You can't really see it because it's on a raft. There's the star. Somebody bought a prime star saber, so there's that. Good job. Put that in my done drawer.
Hell yes. Right now, I'm going to be working the resin machine right now to death, it seems like, because I got an order for 14 weapons.
Congratulations.
Yes, but that also means each one of them takes about, bare minimum, 3.5, 4 hours on the resin machine. So it's like, oh god.
Oh my heavens. Oh, great heavens. Yeah, I get it.
I've been thinking, it's like, ooh, I might need to just go back to doing that one on PLA just because I'm not going to make the time doing that on resin.
No, I don't blame you. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Thought I had my finger stuck in there? That would have been a way to end a stream. Yeah. Core class, I would love to do stuff for core class. It's just so small. Here, hang on.
What happened? Everything just went silent. Hello, everyone. I guess I could look at the chat. I wish Hasbro had continued to use continued the use of 3mm and 5mm ports on the weapons of core class bots. Oh, there's audio again.
Sorry. I had to alert the person who walked in the door that I was on the internet.
Ah, yes.
So I had that door open so Ravage could come in and, you know. So yeah, it's dinner time. It's time for dinner.
Oh boy.
So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to have to buy some better tools. I realize that this is the wrong file that just printed. It's a Dark Star Saber blade in blue, which nobody ordered. So,
Hey, well, now you've got it in blue.
yeah, so there's that. But that's okay, because that's another reason why I'm behind. Anyway, all right, well, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go get some tools and have dinner and maybe make a little bit more progress on this. But we've gotten started. We've got a lot done. I got things taken apart. That's good.
No, getting started is the biggest leap for us at this point.
Right? So, all right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll talk to you later.